Hi my friend, Miss Anita here. I am so pleased to have you in our reading and spelling class today. Each day's lesson we are going to learn a new spelling strategy. We are going to look at suffixes. Say suffixes. Suffixes. Great. Yesterday we learned about prefixes and we said that prefixes are those little words that come before a word and change the meaning. What do you think suffixes are? Have a guess. Shout it out. Yes, you are right. Yes, suffixes are those little words we add at the end. At the end of a word, and they change the meaning of that word. Just like prefixes, for suffixes, we add them at the end. I would like you to pay so much attention to suffixes because moving forward, they are going to affect how we spell certain words. We need to know them. All right, let's go over the common suffixes. All right, I am going to say it and you're going to repeat after me. S or Z. All right. We use suffix s at the end to show more than one, to write the word in plural. If it's a cat, we say if we want to show that it's more than one cat, we add suffix s and say cats. Sometimes it makes letter s make the sound s, other time z. One cat, cat. Two, more than one, two cats. One dog, dog. More than one, dogs. We add the suffix s to show more than. Suffix es, say es. We use suffix es to show more than. More than. We use es if we are writing the plural form of words ending in x. We learned that. Words ending in x, ch, hch, sh, double Z, double S, words ending in S. Yeah, so if you're showing, if you're writing the plural form of such words, you add the suffix es. We have suffix ed. Say ed. Ed. Great. Now, suffix ed is added at the end of the word to show past tense. If it happened yesterday, for example, if you want to write jump, the word jump in past tense, we need to add the suffix ed and say jumped. Now, suffix ed makes three different sounds. Sometimes it makes the sound t, other times it makes the sound ed, and other times it makes the sound id. We learned that in book 6. If you want, you can revisit the spelling rule. Okay, ing, say ing. Great. Suffix ing or ing shows present tense. It means it's happening now. Miss Anita is jogging. Jog, jogging. Ing shows it's happening now. Now we have suffix er, est. These two suffixes are used to compare things. Bigger. Miss Anita is bigger than her little sister. Or Tom is the fastest in our class. Er or est help us to compare things or people. All right? So these are for comparison. Suffix ful, say full, full. Suffix ful means or is used to show full of, to be full of something. All right. Then suffix less means without, not having something. Suffix ly, or we call li, it is used in it is mostly used in adverbs to show how something is being done. All right, let me show you how we use these suffixes so that it makes more sense to you. Okay, Let's read this word. D-O-G. Read for me. Dog. Amazing. Now, if I want to show that there are more than one dog, which suffix am I going to use? Yes, suffix S. I am going to add S at the end and say, read the word. Dogs. Right, you see? Okay, read for me this word. Shout it out. Box. Great. If it's more than one box, which suffix am I going to use to show that it's more than one box? Suffix ES. Okay, what's our new word? Boxes. The suffix ES is showing us that there are more than one box. It could be 4, 5, 10. We don't know. Great. Okay. Let's read this word. J-A-M-P. Shout it out. Jump. Jump. If I want to write that Tom was jumping yesterday, how am I going to write that word? Which suffix am I going to use? Great. I am going to use suffix ED to write the word jump in past tense. And the new word will be jumped. Jumped. Excellent. Good. Now we have suffix ing. Let's read this word. Run. Oh, run, run, run. What am I doing right now? I am running. So if I want to show that it's happening now, I am going to add suffix ing. For this word, I have to double the N before I add ing, and we shall learn that as we move forward, why we double these two letters before adding the suffix ing or any of the suffixes. Good. All right, we have the word big. If I want to say that Mr. Nita and Mr. Nita is bigger, if I want to compare two people, one is big, the other is more than the other, which suffix am I going to use? Suffix ER to turn the word into bigger. Again, we have doubled the G. There is a reason why. We shall learn that as we move forward. We have the word fast. Great. If I want to write that, this one is faster than everyone in the class. Which suffix do I need? Suffix EST, and the word will become, read it out loud for me, fastest. Okay, read for me this word, sounding out. Joy. Blend. Joy. If I want to say that she is full of joy, how will I write that word? Which suffix must I use? Full. Joyful. She is filled with joy. She's full of joy. Great. Okay, read for me this word. Blend. Help. If I want to show that somebody doesn't have any help, they are stuck, which suffix should I use to change the meaning of this word to show that they have no help? Less. Suffix less, which means that somebody is helpless, they don't have any help. You see how suffixes change the meaning of words? Magic. Now, let's read this word. Quiet. If I want to say that somebody was walking in a quiet way, which suffix do you think suits? Suffix ly, suffix ly. It is showing that, it is telling us how Tom was walking in the class. He was walking quietly. Great. Suffixes are magical. All right, together, let's read the new words. Dogs, boxes, jumped, running, quietly, bigger, fastest, joyful, helpless. Your turn. Amazing! Good job! Okay. You have a task to do. I want you to spend some time reading the information on this page. After that, you are going to read this story and circle all the suffixes you come across. Remember, we have S, ES, ED, ING, ER, EST. We have full, less, and li. Okay? Look out for all those suffixes in the story as you enjoy it. After that, keep your workbook in a safe place because tomorrow we have another spelling task.